guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the PPG Presents Dragon Ball Super Regional events here at beautiful Richmond, Virginia. Round number 4, we're halfway there, guys. Round 4 of 8 with Mr. Zach LaFlame on the left and Eon Hill, KTM Pro player on the right. Both playing SS3 Goku. Different variations, though. Eon Hill on the right is playing blue-yellow, while Zach LaFlame on the left appears to be playing blue-red. We're going to take a quick look over at the life cam to let you guys take a look at their life, and we'll get an idea of what's in the life here. I don't know why this is shaking so much. Apparently it's an earthquake. On the left, we have Zach LaFlame playing what appears to be blue-red. He has a chain attack Trunks in life, which can be pretty devastating, but if he takes the bottom 2 like normal, he'll get a Sensu Bean chain attack in his life, which will be, in his energy, which is actually a pretty decent start. Other than that, he just has a Kefla, 1-drop Trunks, a Topo, Fu, and a Gohan. On the right, we have Eon Hill with a pretty decent cards in his life. He has 2 Piccolo, which is pretty frustrating, and it looks like he's going to be set up to get a Piccolo in his energy, a Piccolo and a Sensu Bean. Both cards very good in this matchup, so that's going to be pretty upsetting. Now, if he does take it from the 2 top, though, he's going to get a red-yellow energy, which is definitely not ideal. But so far, almost all the players has been taking their life from the bottom, which has been great, which has been fantastic. What's up?
This is the guy's name.
Who is this?
Robert Longer.
Eon Hill's going to stay there. We're going to send you a
Oh, but we're going to do a repair? Oh, okay. Okay, so guys, we have a repair coming up, actually. So that's going to change the matchup. I actually didn't know that. So we're actually going to do a repair, and Eon is going to stay. Yeah, it looks like Eon is going to stay, and there's going to be a repair. So hang right in there, guys. That is unfortunate. Rashino Dusty, can you please try to get something that's not... Guys, I have tried so hard. I have tried so hard.
Give us a little bit more time. Thank you for your patience. We're going to have the new pairings right up in a second.
But I've tried really hard, guys, to not get an SS3 versus SS3. But, you know, we're starting to get up to the top tables, guys. It's hard to. Roshano, I think he lost. I think he lost last but like I said, guys, we did get, yes, guys, most of the field is SS3. I don't have the full breakdown in front of me, but I can tell by just walking around that almost everyone is playing SS3, guys. There's a couple fringe decks. I've done my best to get them.
Please get up at this time and look at your new table. Once again,
yes, I will be at Georgia and Orlando. Yes, I will be there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and change the player's name. It's going to be Robert Lawler. And I have no idea what he's playing. So we'll have to figure that out. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it, guys. But I'm not going to, like, make a break in the stream or anything. I'll just stay here and talk to you guys. Like I said, guys, I'll just stay here and talk to you guys. If you guys have any questions, all let me know. I'll do my best to help you guys out any way I can. Yeah, like I said, guys, I've tried my best. Yes, it's very possible, guys. Ketnet, it's very possible when he gets repaired into not SS3. I can't be sure, but it's possible. Like I said, guys, I've tried really hard to get non-SS3 decks on stream. It's very tough. It's very tough. But I will always try my best every round.
Quickly get to your seat so we can start this round.
Yep, they're doing the repair right now, guys. Everything is. It looks like the repair is there, guys, and it is another SS3 deck. I'm so sorry. Yep, so it looks like the repair is there. Robert Lawler 3-0 playing SS3, guys. Looks like it's actually going to be a blue-yellow mirror match. I can see his hand. It looks like it's blue-yellow. Oh, as soon as you're ready, you can start. Yeah, guys. Again, I'm sorry there's so many SS3 decks. I know that's a complaint. I know I'm trying my best to get as many variety of decks as I can, but unfortunately, guys, the top players are playing these decks, and we're starting to get up to the top tables, and it's just hard not to hit these decks that are, going to be good. Yeah, whenever I'm ready. I mean, whenever you're ready, I'm good.
All right, Dragon Ball players, please set up. But please do not start yet. Please set up and do not start yet.
I know, Gigaton, that Zeno was sick, man. I love watching that Zeno deck. I really hate that he got a little unlucky on that second game, but I think that deck was awesome to watch. Awesome to watch. All right, so guys, before this round starts, it's getting ready to start now. We're going to pop over to, yeah, we're good to go. Yep. We're going to pop over to the life cam. And right now, well, let them finish talking here a little bit.
Thank you again for your patience on this repair. Welcome to the round. You have 60 minutes. You may begin.
All right, so it looks like both players are going to have blue-yellow starts off their life. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So one of the judges told me we went by Bobby. I'm not sure why that's relevant, but here we are. Yeah, so looks like both players are going to have a blue-yellow start. Most players start with blue and yellow on the bottom left-hand corner of their deck on their life. That's usually where they just start taking their life from. Other than that, both players seem to have pretty decent lives. I don't see anything drastic. Robert seems to be a little unfavored because he does have a flute, a super combo, and 2 Gotens, which is pretty unfortunate. However, Eon does have a super combo and a Goten of himself, so it's pretty even. He also has a Bardock in his life, so it's pretty even. I don't see any drastic, things that are going to really affect the match, but it's really cool. BDE Canado 7 says it seems incorrect not to play Beaner and Nimbus. I completely agree. We talked a little bit about that during round 1 of the event, where the player was playing a mono red deck, and the deck actually looked kind of sweet, but he just kind of got ran over because he didn't have either Sensu Bean or Nimbus. He had a lot of open energy, he had a lot of combos, but he just could not play enough stuff to protect himself. So that's definitely true. And both of these decks, I think that's why blue-yellow is going to be so popular, is because both of these decks have access to Sensu Bean and Flying Nimbus. Yeah, sir, I will look for it. After this round, I would definitely try to get androids on stream. That would be awesome. I love androids. But remember, guys, the big problem that I have is that, well, I would say it's really a problem. But what happens a lot of times is when I'm commentating these games, by the time I'm done commentating the feature match, when I get up to look, everyone, most players are done playing. You know what I mean? Because the feature match usually takes a little bit longer because it takes us a little longer to get started. So everyone else has a head start. So it's really hard sometimes for me to find kind of the decks, the kind of fringe decks. Sometimes people walk up to me and they're like, "Hey, dude, I'm playing Zeno. You want me to be on stream?" That's great. But otherwise, it's really hard for me to find these fringe decks. So I apologize. I'm trying my best. All right, guys, let's get into the game. I'm so sorry. Robert at 6 life. Actually, he's at 5 life. He actually took his life in a kind of a weird way, too. All right, so like I said, both players should be dropping in at blue-yellow here. Pitching a card, pitching the Roshi to get to 2 cards. He actually took 2 different cards and gets red-black, guys. Unbelievable that Eon decided to take his cards from that side and gets immediately punished, guys. Gets red-black off of his life. Look at Look at his life here, guys. This was the only 2 cards he could take. Still, all the other cards are either blue or yellow, which, you know, fit his colors perfectly. Very unfortunate, guys. Unbelievable turn of events for Eon. That's going to put him in a hard road to recovery. In fact, he's just going to pass. So unfortunate for Robert. Can't believe he took his life that way. Like I said, no other players have taken their life in that direction. Robert playing 3, playing out Bulma. Interesting choice here, playing this Bulma out. Eon's going to take a little bit of time here to make sure he reads it, sees what it is. We're going to search it up for you guys and talk a little bit about it. That would be the Explorer Bulma. They came out quite a little while ago, actually. Not a card we see a whole lot. I think it's mostly because the card is a little expensive for the current format. But here's the Bulma, guys. Pop it up on the screen if you guys take a look. Auto, when you play this card, place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck in your drop area. Then choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode and draw a card. Very cool little effect. It does have evolve targets as well that it can be played on top of. There's other Bulmas that can be played on top of it. Those cards are, I think, a little lackluster, but still pretty neat. Robert attacking 10k into 10k with his Bardock here. And I'm not sure if Robert should be attacking with Bardock here. I've never really been in this situation before, but it seems to me like awakening your opponent right now is kind of helping him. Eon, I think, is in a pretty bad spot right here, and I think even with this awakening, it's still going to be hard for him to come back. But I feel like you have so many cards that you would rather attack with, like your Goten, for example, and your Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not in this situation ever. I've never been in a situation where my opponent hits red, black off their... All right, Eon's going to take it and go to 4. Be 4-4. All tied up. Eon drawing, awakening, drawing 2 cards. He's going to use a Goten to protect against that attack. Goten seems like a very powerful card to get him back into the game. But with no blue energy, it's just going to be so hard for Eon to really extend his play next turn. He can do it with Trunks, but I don't...
It is now 5 minutes in the round. Judges, please find the opponents with no opponent. The players with no opponents. Players with no opponents, please raise your hand. We will...
Robert attacking 10k and a 15k, looking at top 3 yet again. 3 really good options. Looks like he's going to go for the Champa here. I like this play by Robert, being just really aggressive. Nope. Yep, he's actually going to choose Champa. I thought he wasn't going to there for a second, but he's going to choose to do it. And use Sensu Bean to untap. Going up to 15k. Eon taking his time, figuring out if he wants to stop this at all. He's going to Bardock to go to 20. Okay, he's going to Flute a Goten back to his hand. sure Robert has a way to put this back in. Going to play Gohan. Attack for 10. Oh my gosh, nice hits by Robert. All three of those cards are fantastic. So I think the super combo is the best to take. Flying Nimbus does not seem to be the right play here. Eon isn't in a position to be able to play that many cards. I think that was a definite misplay by Robert. That Piccolo being, I think, almost 100% the best card to take there. Remember, guys, we here at the PPG Regional, we do have I know that Tyrol has been pretty unfavored so far, but we actually did something a little different this time. They're actually letting you finish your combo. So if you're attacking into leader, you go to combo and time is called, you're actually allowed to finish your combo. That's something that was implemented this round for this regional event. I know players, whenever they announced it, players actually started clapping, cheering. It was pretty cool to see. They are working really hard to kind of improve these time rules. They're taking all your guys' feedback into consideration and doing, their best to implement them. No, this is not Core TCG, guys. This is PPG. This is a Pro Play Games event. We had 198 players this event. Eon able to bounce his Goten back to his hand. Attacks with his leader, draws a card. See what he just tries to draw here. Gets a Trunks, not a bad draw. The Trunks can actually allow him to untap a yellow, turning on Nimbus, which might buy him enough time to play a blue next turn and start maybe putting some pressure on himself. It's currently 3-4, Eon at 3 life. Nice. Gets another Nimbus, another Flute. Gets to flute this back to his hand again and protecting it. I'm sorry, guys. I got 2 hours of sleep, guys. And there we go. Just like we talked about. Untapping his energy. Ready to go with Nimbus. Everything is good to go.
Alrighty, Dragon Ball Super players, at this moment we do have some revamped side events. We have fine-tuned a lot of them. We put some participation prizes that are pretty good on here. So make sure you come up and check them out. Very good value. We even have one that you get a free side event mat just for participating in the event. So make sure you guys come up.
Okay, Robert taking a little bit of time here trying to figure out what energy he wants to place.
We'll be running these as supplies last at this point. We're going and just playing it by demand at this point.
He's actually going to choose not to play any energy and play out his another Bulma. Untapping 2 energy, drawing a card. And attacking with Goten. Because again, look at the top 3. Extend his plays here. And Eon's just going to say, nope, we're going to negate. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I knew he was going to untap 3 at the end of his turn, guys. I'm sorry, I kind of misspoke there a little bit. When I meant untap a yellow, I wasn't necessarily saying he's going to untap yellow to Nimbus. I just meant he's going to untap yellow, make his play, and then next turn he's able to do his thing. I misspoke. It's my bad. I'm sorry. I'll be more clear in the future. I apologize. Sometimes I have to cut my, what I'm trying to say off short whenever players make a sudden move, and it sometimes sounds like I'm just saying stupid things, which a lot of the times I am, so I can understand the confusion. All right, yeah, I'm gonna protect the attack with Unbreakable Goku. Plays another Bulma. These Bulma's pretty cool, though I'm not really sure their effect. They're 10Ks. Packs for another 10K. Looks at the top 3. Not much, man. How's it going?
Not much. Haven't seen you since Charlotte.
Oh, dude. Well, I'm sorry I haven't seen you. It's nice to see you again, bud.
Yeah, wife only lets me come out once a year.
Well, I hear that, dude.
I got a 2-year-old, so I have to
Right.
stay home and deal with him. But
Absolutely. It was nice seeing you, man. Definitely. Wow. After the this round, I'll come over. I'll find you and we'll catch up.
Okay.
All right, man. Nice seeing you, buddy. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes people walk up and start chatting with me. I hate telling them to go away. I never will tell them to go away. You guys do so much for me, and I always love hearing from you guys when you guys walk up and talk to me. I know it's a little weird in the middle of a stream, but you know, I still love you, each and every one of you guys. You guys giving me the support and the love to continue doing this. It's just been an absolute blessing. So thank you all so much for your love and support. All right, let's get back into the game. Eon, I think, still has another Nimbus in hand, which I honestly think might allow him to maybe get back into this game. It's at 2-4 now. Eon down to 2 life. Two to 4. Eon playing his 4th energy out. Being a Trunks, interesting. But he does need a blue. He needs a blue bad. Sensu being very important to both extend his turn. He's going to play a Grandpa Gohan, switch it to a Goten. One bad thing for Eon here is that Robert does have access to Mass Saiyan in hand, which is going to be fantastic as a response to Eon's play here. Look at the top 3.
Keep in mind, if you do not show up for your match at this point,
Looks like Videl, Piccolo, maybe Piccolo. It's Videl for sure, maybe Piccolo, and then one card I can't see.
As you play out the rest of the day, remember, top 25 will be getting their invite to nationals. Top 32 will be getting paid out additional prizes, including a top placer mat.
Chat saying looks like flute. We'll see. Ooh, Eon not sure what he wants. I think he took the Videl. Yeah, it looks like it's the Videl. No, it's not a Videl. It is some card I still can't understand what it is. Not a Videl. Has big Saiyan muscles, so. Oh, actually, I think it's the Searcher. I think it's the card that searches for a bond. 15K into 15K. Actually, it might be going into Goten. We're not sure. Has it been? Yeah, it's Successor. I'm pretty sure it's Successor, but I'm not sure. Pretty sure, but not sure. Whatever that means. So 15K, I think he's attacking. Actually, might be attacking into the Goten here. Super Saiyan Videl. That'd be awesome. Love Videl. She's my favorite Saiyan mama. Yeah, it's for sure Successor. Confirmed. It's like Robert taking some time here, deciding what he wants to do. It's like he's maybe finally going to combo onto that Goten. And it's going to play Successor to go get Grandpa Gohan, I'd imagine. Going to take a quick look through his deck here. See what he has in deck, what he has in life. We know what's in his life. He has a Successor and a Piccolo left in those 2 life. More the Bulma, yes. I like Bulma too. I mean, Bulma's cool, obviously. But I think Bulma's a little too whiny for me. She's not as bad as Chi-Chi, but yeah. I like Videl. Of course.
We need 2 more for our first sealed tournament. This would be the first time we fire a side event sealed tournament at a regional, and the prizes are insane. First and second get a side event playmat of choice, and you get 6 packs of Colossal Warfare to make a deck, and you get 4 tournament pack 4s, 1 championship pack, and 3 event packs. Best of 1, 3 rounds. Each winner will receive a championship pack after each round. So make sure you guys sign up. We need 2 more to fire that sealed. So if you guys have ever wanted to try out sealed, this is the time. It is almost impossible to lose any type of money on this.
All right, Robert playing out Grapple Gohan of his own. Going to swap into Videl. Just talking about her. It's going to buff up his Goten, going from 10 to 15k, and drawing a card. You know, having 4 energy untapped. Robert swinging 15k. Did not indicate who he's attacking at. I would imagine it would be at this Goten. Goten lead is a big way this matchup is won. And Eon's going to Flying Nimbus yet again. Gets to delay the game a little bit longer. And has access to another Flying Nimbus in hand. Eon a long way away from losing this game, though he is quite a ways behind in both energy and life. A lot of choices for Robert here. Going to choose the Piccolo, which I think is almost always the right choice. Anytime you see a Piccolo in those top 3 cards, or a super combo in general, probably the one you want to get. Robert with 2 Piccolo, 2 Sensu Bean, a Mass Saiyan, a Champa, and some other cards. There's the 1 Piccolo down. Draws a Roshi off of that Piccolo. And Eon able to easily defend. This matchup actually seems pretty grindy. Robert playing Mass Saiyan here might not be a bad choice. He's just going to choose to pass. I kind of like the Mass Saiyan play, though. Just costs 1 energy, you get to kill the Goten. But I guess you can get more value out of Goten if you can get more value out of Mass Saiyan if you wait. But you're also allowing your opponent to get more value out of Goten as well, too. So, have a double-edged sword. Eon playing his second yellow down. Eon looking at the top 3 cards of his deck. No way we could have even got a glimpse at any of those cards. Gets the mystery card, which turns out to be a Mass Saiyan of his own, actually. Awesome draw here. He can take out Videl and Goten here and put pressure on his opponent's leader. Or he could get a little greedy and actually go Bulma Goten and try to attack into Videl. Eon using a Piccolo of himself to draw a Sensu Being off the top of the deck. Going for 20k right now. Eon doing a great job coming back from this mishap off the energy. Uses a second Piccolo. Desperately trying to make this attack land, and he does, bringing Robert down to 3 life. Going to 3-2, playing a Flute to return the Goten to his hand. Eon playing Bardock going to 1 life, guys. Very risky play. This makes me think Eon might smell some blood in the water. Only card left in his life is the successor, which isn't really not necessary. Robert having Champa, successor, and Goten in life. Eon going to play out his Mass Saiyan. There's that play I was talking about, guys. He can take away 2 cards and then pressure that Videl. He's going to attack 15k. Drawing a card, gets a Champa. Actually not a bad card to draw right here. So has 3 energy open. Going to use a Piccolo. Draws another card. Gets a Bardock. It looks like a Bardock Ape. Get a combo that Bardock Ape. Just going to allow him to use it on his, evolve it on his Bardock and a Sensu Bean. Eon still with a lot of cards in hand. This is 15, 20, 30, 40K. This has to be at the leader. I don't know for sure because it wasn't pointed out, but I wouldn't imagine he would combo 40K into a Videl. This is 15, 20, 30. Needs 15 more. Gets another Sensu Bean from his opponent. His opponent actually has to use the Sensu Bean at full energy, so he's getting literally no value. Should have probably played that Champa first to get the untap off of the Sensu, but just a slight misplay.
Alrighty, Dragon Ball Super
Eon
players,
playing out
we
Grandpa
need
Gohan.
the participants for the new Winamat Frieza side event playmat. We need Nick Ernst, Taylor Rodriguez, Justin Echeverria, Arturo Rodriguez, James Just, Dennis Miranda.
Looks like
Grimes.
Eon attacking into Goku seems a little ambitious, considering Goku is at 25K base right now. If I'm Eon, I'm probably just trying to get some cards in my hand. Eliminate this Videl off the board. But we'll see where he attacked into. He might have actually attacked into Goku just to get the card and didn't care. But we'll see. I really doubt that Eon's going to dump any amount of cards into this attack. Eon keeps what appears to be a Videl. Playing Flute to return the Goten. Draws another card.
Justin Echeverria and Arturo
Gets another
Rodriguez
Goten. He has 3
and
Gotens in
James
hand.
Just, please come up if you are still interested in playing your Winamat. Your Winamat will start without you if you don't come up. Justin, Arturo, and James.
Eon playing out another Grandpa Gohan. And attack for Double Strike Mask Saiyan into SS3 Goku here. Robert still with 3 cards in life. Remember, Champa, Successor, and Goten. Looks like Robert is not going to let that attack go through. Countering it with Roshi, though. Robert not having that many cards in hand, and Eon passing with 2 blockers in field. That Mass Saiyan he has isn't going to get much effect. It can't hit anything on the board. Remember, it cannot clear anything with block.
So if you do want to make any last minute purchases with the food stand outside, please make sure you do that within the next hour. They will be packing up and going home. So make sure you get your food if you are hungry.
Robert playing out a Grandpa Gohan of his own, swapping into a Goten, attacking 10K and a 15K. Eon's just going to simply Flying Nimbus for the 3rd time in a row, shutting down this aggression before it can get started here.
Just, and Arturo Rodriguez for Winamac. Arturo Rodriguez and Justin Echeverria.
Mira in hand by Robert. Will almost assuredly be game. Gets it off of the top of the with the Goten. Sorry, I was said in hand, but I meant off the Goten. See what happens here. Could play it and just swing. It's going to be infinite if he does, though it's probably unlikely Eon doesn't have a counter in hand. Though I can't see his hand. A Roshi, for example, would just shut it down. He has to find a way to deal with these blockers. I like that flute play by Robert. Shows that he's trying to set up a big alpha strike here. Though I don't know if Eon will block with this ape. Eon's definitely going to take some time to think about it. Robert does have access to battering laser in hand, though. So negate's not even going to get there. He actually, the only way he can stop this is with a blocker. Robert not using that battering last off the first attack is interesting, but Eon kind of taking the bait here, blocking the leader attack. But it looks like Eon might have a battering of his own, actually. Yep. So he's readying an energy off of the trunks. I do think Eon has a battering of his own, though. It looks like he does. If he does, I think he can negate and then battering the battering. If he does that, though, I don't think he has enough yellow energy to actually do it, though. I actually think he's an energy short. Robert taking some time, though. And Robert passes? Oh, no, he just lets it die. Okay, I see.
For Justin Echeverria and
There's
Arturo
Mira.
Rodriguez, your side event spots will be relinquished and you will be pushed off to the next side event. If you do not come up in the next 5 minutes, Arturo,
2, 4,
Rodriguez,
6,
and
8,
Justin
10.
Echeverria, please come
Just
up.
infinite. It's so much. It's more than Eon can ever combo above. And he just doesn't have it. He has a battering, but he didn't have the negate, nor did he have the energy to do it anyway. So, Robert getting there with that Mira attack, so unfortunate for Eon. But I just don't think Eon should have blocked with the ape. I feel like Robert really kind of... I feel like Robert kind of showed his hand a little bit there, but he had to. Like, he had to flute before he attacked, because if not, Eon would have just blocked the attack with the free blocker, and he wouldn't have been able to get through anyway. And so, Eon doing such a good job trying to fight back from that energy deficit, but at the end just gets kind of blown out by the Mira attack, by the finisher in Robert's deck. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that Robert would have slammed his hand. I mean, it's very possible that if Eon didn't block, that Robert would have just slammed his hand down and just been like, okay, you lose. But the way I see it from a spectator side of things is that Eon could never beat the Mira, right? Like, there's no way that Eon can beat the Mira, but there is a way that he could possibly beat Robert's hand, or at least trick Robert into thinking that he could, and then Robert just not combo all the way in. Maybe Robert combos 1 card or 2 cards, right? Just to kind of bait it, like, 1, 2, can I get there? Maybe not. I don't want to do everything. I might lose or whatever. But again, I mean, Eon has no way knowing that Mira's in Robert's hand. I just think that that's the only way that Eon's getting out of that game. Only way that Eon, was going to survive is to not block with his ape. Hope that's... please, if you don't mind. Yeah. Yeah. But remember, guys. Right. like I said, a lot of times, guys, when I'm spitting out different scenarios that that could have happened, it's not trying to make fun of the players or anything like that. It's just simply saying these are things that could have happened that could have changed it. But again, for me on side 2, you have to think, do I play around the Mira? Like, what's more likely, right? My opponent just combos his hand and kills me, or do I play around the Mira? And I honestly think that I'm not going to say it was super obvious, but I think there was a tell by Robert, right? Just doing that preemptive flute your blocker, right? That's something that's actually important, right? It's like he did it before he attacked with anything because he had to, right? He had to do that because if not, and he unblocked with his little blocker, then he would have been able to stop Mira. So I think, to me, that's a tell, right? And so I think Eon has to take a second and go, why would he do that? Well, he must have some big attacker that he's going to kill me with, that he wants to kill me with, right? He doesn't want me to have 2 blockers. So what do I do? How do I, what do I do here? What's the best chances of me winning the game, right? I can block this leader attack, but obviously he's preparing for that. That's why he balanced my other blocker. So if I block this Mira, right, this leader attack, there's no way I survive, right? So I think you just have to take your chances and hope maybe he has a bunch of extra cards in hand. Maybe he just doesn't want to do it. Okay, guys, let's take a quick look at the life cam. PPG life cam, guys. Remember, this isn't beta, something we're still working on. But Robert's life, we have Goten, Videl, Vegito, Sensu Bean, and Legendary Flute. In Eon's life, though, there is absolutely no way that Eon can get screwed in energy this time. No matter which way he takes cards out of his life, they are going to be cards that he can use in his energy. And honestly, these cards are pretty good. There's not any of these cards that are really that bad. One of his sideboard cards being the Mecha Frieza is there. But other than that, these are all pretty standard cards. And I expect this not to come down to some weird situation like we did last time. I'm glad you guys like the life cam, guys. That's awesome. I'm going to fix the life here, guys. Get everything situated. I talked to you guys a little too much that time. I'm slacking on my responsibilities over here.
I need Judge Alex to the front. Judge Alex to the front.
See Eon getting a blue-yellow off of his life this time. Attacking with his Bardock. All right, we're going to counter that attack with Roshi. Interesting play by Robert. I'm trying to figure out why he would counter that attack with Roshi. Maybe he was trying to stop and untap, but Eon can just swap and attack again and untap that way. Yeah, it looks like he's going to attack with leader here.
Available judge to the front. Available judge to the front, please.
Go to Sensu, go to 15. Eon's going to swap.
All right, Winterman players, please follow
all right.
Mr. Gabriel Alonso all the way to the back to the side event area.
So actually it looks like Eon just doesn't have a 2-drop to swap to? So he had to actually attack with his leader Sensu being to ready their yellow, so that he could swap into nothing and then play out another Bardock.
We did it, guys. We fired our first Colossal Warfare seal. Please, sealed players, Anthony, Hayden.
Very, very complex play by Ian, but actually pretty smart play by Robert. I didn't think that the Roshi negate was going to be that effective, but it just turns out Ian didn't have a 2-drop to swap into, which is kind of uncharacteristic in the deck. But Ian able to find a way to awaken anyway. Very smart and in-depth play by Robert, and good looks by Ian to find a way to get out of it. Robert sending Ashley 3 life. 3 to 4. Yes. Yes, the bar was that's why we are guys, I'm so happy guys are liking the life cam. Like I said, that's why we put the kind of the beta kind of joking beta thing there. The bars originally were supposed to be where the cameras were going to go, from my understanding, but it just didn't work out that way. They were too close to the thing, so we had to put them under it, and now you just have these 2 giant bars across the life, which is it's unfortunate. I'm sorry. It's just something that we kind of didn't see as being a problem. So yeah, got a lot, again, first time we tried it. It's the first time it's ever been done in Dragon Ball Super streaming, so something we're super proud of, but definitely needs more work. Absolutely. So far, and the players have actually not cared at all about the life. They've actually been super, they actually think the life cam is as cool as the stream does, to be honest with you. They've been really excited about it. So it's just really cool. It's been a cool addition. I think it's something that's going to stay in the stream. We definitely need to perfect it, but something that's definitely really cool. I want to put up on screen more, but I don't want to make it a different screen. Like, I kind of want to pop it up in the corners or something. But we'll get there. All right, Eon comboing and getting Robert to 1 life, actually. Robert taking that hit and going to 1. And now Eon is going all in on this. I wouldn't say all in, but it's definitely putting a lot of pressure on Robert. He smells blood in the water here. Goes 15, 25. He can't Sensu Bean. Eon catching that. He's at 10, 20, 30, 40K to 15, 20, 30, 45. Able to beat it. Eon down to 2 life. Remember, this Bardock can swap, and it's going to. But it wasn't able to swap into anything. Unfortunate. But Eon did put it back in his hand, which is pretty cool. It gets that combo ability. Robert down to only 3 cards in hand, though. All 3 being cards that you don't really want to see. Eon got a Flying Nimbus here. Pitching Flying Nimbus, meaning that Robert can only attack with 1 more card this turn. Gets a Goten off of the leader attack, though. Holy crap, this has been a heck of a game. All of these cards kind of stink. The Mass Saiyan would be an insane draw right here, but the problem is he can't attack with it. So he's not going to take it. Instead, he's going to Piccolo, draw across the Piccolo, getting a Trunks, which I, again, don't think he'll use. And he's going to flute the back to his hand, draw another card, gets a Mafuba, untaps 2, passes turn, back to Eon at 1 life, 3 open energy, not very many cards in hand. Eon might have a chance to take this game, moving it to a game number 3. Really surprised Robert didn't take the Champa there off that attack. He could have comboed and tried to win for game. And here Eon's just going in. Smart that he goes in with leader attack, plays around Mafuba, plays around a lot of other things. This is 15, 20, 30, 45. Robert's looking at his hand. Robert, unfortunately, I don't think those combo values are going to change, my friend, and that is game number 2 going to Eon. It's our first game 3 of the event. Awesome plays by Eon. Eon playing that game extremely well. Robert making a little bit of a misplay, I think. I think if he took the Champa there, and chat, maybe you guys can help me out there. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to check a chat yet, but if chat, you can help me out what you guys think. I think it's possible he could have taken it. And if he took the Champa, I think maybe he could have maybe won there. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe you guys are right. Maybe he was going for defensive play. I think the Champa play was better, though. I mean, you're kind of... I mean, I guess at that point you might be all in quotation marks. I just feel like you're never all in as Goku. You know what I mean? And I feel like... I don't know. Yeah, maybe since he had so many beans in hand, he just felt that he should play defensively. But I think it might have been a misplay. I wouldn't say maybe a misplay, because I don't think he misplayed. Like I think he played his strategy correctly. I think that what he wanted to do, he wanted to play defensively. I think he chose that line, and I think he took it, and that's fine. And I don't think he misplayed if that's the line he took. I just think he chose the wrong line. He chose the wrong way to win. Okay, guys, we're going to go to the life cam, the PPG life cam in beta phase, guys. Still working on it, still trying to perfect it for you guys. But here it is. We have Robert. Looks like we lost our light on there, so that thing's a little dark, but that's okay. Robert having a lot of opportunities here to hit black or red energy. Looks like there's our light. Okay, but there's a lot of chances for him to hit black here with Robert. He can hit, if he takes top right, he'll hit actually black red. If he hits bottom, he'll hit black yellow. So he has a lot of chances here to hit black. Eon actually, though, choosing to take double yellow off here and has a heck of a turn going on here in the bottom left-hand corner. He has Battering Laser, Nimbus, Unbreakable, and Baby Trunks, and Papa Gohan already going to 4 life. So we'll see what Robert decides to take here. I'm going to keep this up for just a second, and anxious to see which 2 he decides to take. Eon bouncing his Videl to hand, Awakening, drawing 2 cards, putting his Flute back in his drop area. Going to draw another card with Videl. Has literally a small novel in hand, guys. Chapter 1 is how I'm going to keep getting this Videl back in my hand. Holy crap. And untaps 2. Okay, let's see what cards he gets from his life here. Here we go, guys. If Robert takes bottom left or top right, it's going to be a struggle for him. If he takes top right, it might just be the series. If he decides to take those top 2 right cards, we'll see, first of all, what he decides to pitch. And second of all, which card he decides to take here, guys. This is going to be huge. My gosh, if he decides top right, guys. That could be devastating. Okay, he takes bottom left, which is pretty normal, and gets black yellow, which is, again, is not good. That was not the best possible result for Eon, but still a pretty good one. All right, so he's going to If Eon can counter this, if Eon has the ability to counter this, I would love that play. Countering this would be really cool. If he can counter this play and then possibly counter the Goku play, which I find it hard to believe he doesn't have a counter in that giant stack of cards in his hand. But if he could find a way to, like I said, negate this attack and then negate the Goku attack, he would actually turn off Robert's ability to play any more cards this turn, because he would have no way to use Trunks or Sensu Beans or anything. We can't use Sensu Beans as blue, but he wouldn't have a way to do it, which would be kind of cool. But it looks like, yeah, Robert.
Dragon Ball Super players, we need 5 more for the next Winamax. 5 more for the next Winamax. Frieza play
Just
map
gonna
on
pass.
entry. 5 more
Okay.
spots. We have a limited amount of this event going on today.
Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm going to try to get the life corrected here. Eon is at 4 life on the right. This is going to be a huge turn. And Eon has the ability to win right here with his opponent at 1 life. I mean, at 1 energy here. Robert at 6 to 4. Let's see if Eon can do 6 points of damage here. Robert's going to take that hit, go to 5. 1 down, 5 to go. Robert swapping it. I mean, Eon swapping in, attacking for 10k. Eon going to 3 life himself. Takes the card. And Robert's tapped out. Completely tapped out here. Doesn't have the ability to use Sensu Beans. Doesn't have the ability to play almost any combo card in his hand, actually. Only has access to 15k of combos in hand. Okay, Eon attacking again for 10k. Robert at 4 life. Robert will almost assuredly awaken here. You want to take his time on this grab here. He wants to make sure he gets the right card. Takes the Piccolo, which I agree is probably the right card. Eon down to 2 life. 2 to 4. Robert's going to awaken, draw 2 cards. Gets Flying Nimbus, which is a terrible draw. Does get a 0 cost combo card. So he does add 5k to his overall combo value. But unfortunately, just not a lot of combo power here by Robert. And I really think Eon can put a lot of pressure on his opponent. Takes the life, gets a Nimbus, another dead card, guys. And looking at his life, if we go to his life cam right here, guys, he is going to get no help from his life. Looking at the life cam here, he has Mira, 1 cost 10,000 combo card, Champa, 1 cost 10,000 combo card, and Mass Saiyan, 1 cost 10,000 combo card. This might be disaster for Robert. Eon smelling blood in the water here. Going to 15, 20, 30. So he's at 20, 30 right now. Robert has a bad choice here. He could take the hit and go to, go to 2. He's actually at 3, which we just saw off the life cam. Sorry, guys, I'm really into this game. This is actually pretty sick. Having access to this life cam has been amazing in this situation because we can actually see that if Robert is not going to get any help from his life. He's going to go 15, 20, 25. So he does combo through that, but guys, that's it. That's all he has access to in hand. Everything else in his hand is an extra card. And now he has nothing to play on his turn. He has literally this Gohan to try to take it home with him. This is nuts. Robert getting put in such a bad situation here. 10. Eon comboing very aggressively here. He has to take it. Goes to 2, and again gets that 1 plus 10,000 combo card. Sets back into seat. You can tell this is not where he wants to be. Eon swapping into Videl, plays Mass Sand, and Robert just scoops it up. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable series of plays. How unfortunate for Robert there. Oh, has no way to stop it. His whole hand is literally his whole hand. Everything was just 1 plus 10,000 combos. So unfortunate. They give the old hug at the end. Awesome sportsmanship by both players.